guys, welcome back fam to another great video in Fortnite Creative. I am DirectingPete, and if this is your first time visiting me, welcome. I am so glad to have you. I post 2 videos a week on Fortnite Creative tutorials, and in this video we're going to be doing a snow biome, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, I would love to have you stick around. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. I also have a Discord in the link. I would love for you guys to join the Discord. There's a lot of people in my Discord, and we are one big happy Fortnite Creative family. So I've decided this back corner here is where I'm going to build the snow biome. And I'm going to just take out that part right there. That's where it's going to start there. And we're going to go ahead and connect it on that wall over there. But the reason I chose this side also is I don't want it too close to the desert. I'm going to actually show you probably the most important thing up front, which is how do you transition from a grass area into a snow biome area. And as you know, there's not any pieces that just go from grass to snow. But I'm going to show you right now. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Basically, we're going to go into terrain, and we're going to be looking for a specific grass terrain first. So go over to the grass and mud floor gallery. We're going to open up the grass and mud floor gallery, and this is where we're going to begin our transition into the snow biome. So at this point, just grab one of the edge pieces like this, and if it doesn't position right, you can flip it around. But see, all of a sudden, right off the bat, we have this great position here. It looks a little repetitive, so there's a couple other versions of this. You can go in there and you can change it if you'd like. So now go into the snow and mud floor gallery, guys. And then you're going to flip that around and get those to match up. And look at that, guys. Literally right there, you're done. I mean, you've created a really quick, seamless transition from grass into snow. Now, guys, this is fairly simple here. You can get a little more detailed, though, by using different grass and different snow. So, like, for instance, I'm going to grab this snow piece here, and I realize, you know what, that might look better over there. And then I'm going to flip this over here. And then I realize that middle piece isn't going to work. So let's grab another one that will. And the reason I'm doing this is, as you saw before, it looked almost a little too basic, right? This right here looks a little bit more, just the transition looks a little more natural, not just so one-dimensional, right? And that's essentially what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create this beautiful transition from grass into snow. So easy enough, right? Now we just grab a flat snow piece and we're going to go ahead and build that. Now, when you grab a flat snow piece or a terrain piece, you can use it and they're indestructible. So if you go into the cliff gallery here, that piece right there I'm about to drop, see, that's indestructible. Here's the real kicker though, and this is what sucks, okay? These pieces in the middle here are destructible, which is really dumb. So we actually have to build a barrier. So I'm going to go under here. And if I'm going too quick, just pause the video, guys. Just pause the video if I'm going too quick. So what you're going to do is place a barrier down. Set it to invisible. Set the width to 2. And actually 3 on this. So you want to go width to 3. All right. So we got one end. But we have to go the other way now. So we're going to go depth of 3 as well. And that's it. No height adjustment because we're at the bottom level. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is those pieces that I showed you, the transitional pieces, they're breakable. All right, so I want to show you right here what happens. Now look at that. I'm breaking that piece of the map. That's that transition piece. But if you go here, it's indestructible. And if I went over to the snow piece on the other end, it's also indestructible. So we're landing here, and because the barrier is down, I cannot break through anymore, guys. So that's why we're doing it this way. That's why you have to build a barrier under certain pieces. All right, so I'm going to take one of those building pieces from when we did the grass train video in the optimized memory. I'll link that on the top right. That's a really great video for you guys to watch on how to optimize memory for your map. So you saw me place it there, and what I did is I matched that green grass up to the line where the snow starts to come in, which is right there at the edge. Looks a little gross as a transition, but I promise you we're going to address it. So we're now going to build this part out, but you're noticing I'm going square by square, okay? We don't need to do square by square like this, like we did with the grass, because it is flat. It is one-dimensional. The grass, unlike the grass that has blades, this is super easy to make a really big piece out of and save a bunch of memory. So what we're gonna do is erase all that. We're gonna grab this piece here. We're gonna go to the resize. We're gonna resize width and we're gonna resize depth, okay? And once we resize both of those, we can start placing it down, and we're gonna save a lot of memory doing this, my fam, all right? So what I'm doing here is, you're gonna make a few mistakes because you're trying to get this to resize perfectly, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So we're gonna just keep experimenting. I went full length there, but what I'm gonna do there is just get that to about there and place it off there because I wanna delete the bad piece. Now we're just gonna delete these smaller bad pieces out of the way, clean up what we did, and bam, look what I did there. Instead of placing multiple little pieces, I placed one big sheet. All right, and moving along here, I am just speeding through it a little bit. And what I'm doing here is I'm changing this piece. It's a rectangular piece, and I purposely did that because what it's gonna do, it's gonna create some nice feng shui to the map. You don't want your map to be a perfect square. And now you can see for yourself, I've created something that's a little more unique than a perfect square. I think this is a very great snow biome area. I think we can commit to it. Now, once you have the design, you're gonna grab a piece, a side piece here, and I grabbed that wrong one there, so we're gonna go ahead and grab the correct one. I do that all the time. So you're gonna grab this piece here, and we're gonna resize it, because we're gonna save memory. It's all about memory optimization when you're building a new biome. So instead of building it wrong the first time and having to redo all of this, let's do it now. So we're gonna resize the height of this piece, and now we're gonna resize the width of this piece. All right, hopefully it's long enough there. I think it's just perfect. And we're gonna place it. Now look at that. That's one piece now, guys, compared to maybe 8 pieces if I had just done that one by one. And you're seeing it's coming along nicely. I'm just resizing there, and what you're gonna do is every time you grab this piece and place it somewhere else, you're just gonna slightly resize it so it fits, right? So that's the game, that's how this works, and once that's all done, you're just gonna slug in the corner pieces. And then just very quickly with these corner pieces, you wanna just resize them to that new height like I showed you before. So you're just gonna go ahead and resize that height, make sure it's all the way down in the water, pull it up there and place it, and then repeat. Just now rotate it and put it in all the corners of the map, and you're all set. And dang, look what we created, guys. This looks pretty dope. Now what we can do is grab this piece right here, and what's nice about this is if you don't like those edges, you can see those really sharp edges there. You can go ahead and resize this piece width-wise only, actually. So don't really adjust the height or the depth, just the width. And see what I'm doing there? I'm just creating this nice little seam here, and it looks better than that weird harsh line anyway. So just, doing something like this really will help, and you may have to delete and retry a bunch of times, but I think this will be nice to get rid of that line and really help you guys create a nice biome. All right, and what we're gonna do now is just grab a fun little corner piece. And what we're gonna do with this corner piece is create something a little unique for our map. And I think this is gonna be different for everyone. So we're each going to do something different on our maps to make them unique, right? We want people to come to our map. We don't want it to look boring. So we're gonna grab this piece right here, at least in this demonstration. And then without adjusting the height, we're literally just going to adjust the size. We're gonna adjust the width. We're gonna make this wider and we're gonna make it deeper. And we're gonna make it kind of like a cliff. This would actually work better if this terrain were higher up. I did this in my DirectingPete's Battle Royale. I created like a cliff element, so I'm mimicking it from that, just so I can show you here how this works. But you're gonna wanna resize it just like that, and then you're gonna have to work on the edges there to make sure it looks nice and kind of matches. Now, imagine if this were up on a cliff, that would be just like a nice little overhead, like ledge type thing. And it just creates a little depth. That's what we want. Finally, we're just gonna clean up the edge here, and all you have to do is bring it down 1 on the depth, and it's not perfect, but it looks good. So guys, that's the cliff edge right there. It looks really nice. And now you're getting a nice, beautiful look at our terrain, and I think we can start building on this now. It looks really good. I think we've done a great job. Guys, this is looking dope. Now go over to the game category. Yeah, we're not doing a game, but in the game category is the indestructible gallery, we can go ahead and grab some rocks from the Indestructible Gallery. And what's great is we can also choose rocks in the Indestructible Gallery that we've used before. So what's great about this is if we use rocks in the Indestructible Gallery that we've used on the map, then those rocks don't add any memory to our map. And we're just building this beautiful entryway, and it looks really nice and clean, and that's what we're trying to do here. Now, because these are indestructible, you cannot break these rocks. And the reason for that is we're just trying to create a better transition from that grass area into the snow area. We're creating kind of a gateway. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and build up a second level. We wanna go ahead and get to the next level. Maybe we don't want this to be so flat. So let's go to terrain. We're gonna go back into the Gray Cliff Snow Gallery, and we're gonna go ahead and choose the ramp. Once we have the ramp piece, we are gonna go ahead and make sure our grid snap is set to 2. We're also going to make sure it's rotated the way we want. And this is where we're gonna have to figure out where we want to place this. And this can take a minute. But once we figured it out, it's going to help us understand where we wanna build our map. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and place those ramps and put them down, make them look good. And we're gonna delete out one of the floor pieces. And you'll see here that ramp actually should be aligned with the edge of the floor piece. It's easier that way than having to like rebuild a weird floor piece. And just finishing up here, we're gonna go ahead and move on to now building the new terrain around. What we're gonna do here is just grab one of those pieces, flip it around, and we're gonna start building. We're gonna just place a piece there. We're gonna flip it around again, build another one there, and this is what I call the DirectingPete special. This is just a building technique I like to use to get up the ramp. People do different things here. This is just what I like. So you're gonna go ahead and just create a little close off here so it has a nice edge finish, and just close it up. Now look at that, it looks good already. So what we're gonna do on the edge here, we're gonna go ahead and build out a wall. So we don't have to adjust the height, just the width. So let's go ahead and adjust that width and make sure it's not too far and place it down. Perfect, we're gonna go ahead and repeat that process around the entire back end except for this back wall piece. As you see, if I place this on the back wall piece here and just go like this, it's not gonna look good. See that weird line? So what you're gonna actually have to do is delete out, and this is where we have to get creative, guys, and we have to reconstruct constantly. So don't be scared of this. This is very normal. This is just part of it, right? So we're gonna have to delete that bottom piece there, and then we're gonna go ahead and delete this, or take this piece and place it and basically duplicate it. So we're gonna go there and adjust the height and make it match to that other piece right there and place it down. So once we go ahead and match it, we'll go ahead and delete the old piece out. And there it is. And there you go, guys, that's perfect. And just go ahead and finish up the build. Now you are seeing here, we still have to fix this area right in here, and it's gonna look weird at first, but that's okay. So go ahead and build inward a little bit here, and it's gonna look like really ugly in a way, but that's okay. We're just trying to get this piece going. And then what's gonna be so easy about this, we're gonna grab that piece right there that we created and just plop it right on top. And then once again, we're gonna put those corner pieces in and it will be all done. And that's it, guys. We just built a snow biome. Now, of course, what you can do from here, you can put a building on here, add some terrain. This stuff I know you know how to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you what I built here. And you guys can see what I've done with the nature here. It looks really good. We did a lot with the nature gallery. We made it look pretty sweet. And all I went and did is went through all these snow galleries. Just go through the nature snow gallery, go through other snow galleries, and it's gonna look really nice, guys, when you're all done, I promise you. So just keep putting things down and making it look good, and then you can move on to putting a cabin in. And as you guys can see here, I am building through very quickly, just showing you. You guys know how to build these things. Make your own unique cabin. Don't take a prefab. Slowly just build out construction. Do something that's unique to you. Make it your own. Just continue to build. Make this look pretty. And then when you're done building your cabin and adding all the fine detail inside, even these nice pieces here help. Guys, every little thing counts when you're doing detail work. So you're gonna wanna add your beddings, your side tables, your couches, your, your deer over there, and then your carpets and your lamps and everything else. And at the end, you're gonna have this beautiful winter snow biome area with nature all around it. Guys, if you like the videos you see, please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care.